Today I'm off to review the horror suspense film I Know What You Did Last Summer, starring Madeleine King, Chase Sue Wonders, Jonah Hauer-King, and returning cast members Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. So what's the story about? The movie follows a new group of friends who, after they cover up a deadly accident on graduation night, are relentlessly hunted by a masked killer who knows their secrets and forces them to confront the dark truth of what really happened. Excitement level is very, very low. If I wasn't reviewing it for this channel, I probably wouldn't be watching this, because to be honest, I don't really enjoy these sort of slasher movies anymore. You take Freddy Krueger, Scream, all those types of films where the focus is on creating more inventive kills rather than telling a good story. But it has been a very long time, so who knows, my appreciation for these types of films may get renewed this evening. This film clocks in about 1 hour 51 minutes, so nearly 2 hours, and it's got about the same budget as all the previous films, so the movie making standards should be just like the others. Now, just to catch you up, this film aims to ignore the third movie in the franchise and the TV show. So it's literally the first one, the second film, and then this film, which strangely has the same title as the first movie, which I did find quite confusing when I was looking this up. So I've just scanned my ticket, just about to go in and watch the film. I want to thank those who've watched the videos up to this point, and if you do like the content, do press the like button and also press the subscribe button, because it really does help the channel out. So now I'm going to go in, watch the film, and I'll let you know my thoughts after the screening. Okay, so just come out of the film, I'm going to get into the highlights and the hang-ups. First of all, the highlights. Now, you've probably noticed I've got someone with me. This is Rich. You saw him in the Jurassic World vlog, and he often comes to the cinema with us to see a lot of these films. But the reason he's on camera today is because I have got nothing good to say about this film. It's terrible. So you're going to go over the highlights first. So highlights, Rich, give me some of the highlights of the film. What did you like about it?
I liked all the original cast being back in it.
You liked all the original cast being back in it, okay. I do vaguely remember the first one, and I remember it being more of a serious type of movie. Hang on. Carry on with the highlights, because I feel like I'm going into my hang-ups. So carry on. So you like the cast from the original film. What else did you like about it?
Scenery?
even you're struggling. This is not going well. Right, okay. So the scenery was good. You like the cast back from the original film. Some parts of the film I thought were quite nicely shot, I guess. Some of the music that was in it was quite good. This is going to be, let's just get into the hang-ups of this movie, because I've got a lot to say about this film. Right, I already sort of said at the start that this weren't going to be my type of film, but maybe I thought as far as slasher films, it was going to be maybe one of the better ones, maybe, or something like that. But I was not expecting for what this film threw at me. And my memory of the first one was it was quite a serious film. Like everyone took it seriously, but some of the performances some of the acting was quite bad, right?
Yeah, the acting is quite bad in both of them.
In this one, it was almost like a parody of the first one. It was like a fan film, the way they shoehorned in returning people. And what's really strange is, even if you like the first and the second one, this film does something that I think would annoy a lot of people. I'm not going to spoil what it does, but when you see it, you'll understand. It's almost like, huh? Why did they do that? In fact, you'll say that quite a lot of the times during a film like this. What else do you not like about the film? Definitely
the twist at the end.
Definitely. Yes, yeah, that's what I was just referring to. Another bad thing is I audibly laughed out loud in the cinema several times, and that wasn't a compliment. That was like, oh my God, this is how silly and stupid this movie is getting. The performances were bad. The dialogue was really bad. I mean, some of this script, this is why I was saying it's very fan fiction-y, because there's a lot of things that just happen. People appear in places and things are said and they just don't make sense. And a lot of the time, people are saying things and they just don't sound like they'd come out of any normal person's mouth.
And they do refer to things that are in the first and second films that you're like, what? If you hadn't seen those, you might struggle.
Right, yeah. I mean, I was already struggling. In fact, the moment I not checked out, but I was already coming on the back foot with this film. And that was really early on. Can we say what it is? Obviously, there's a crash what sets this whole thing in motion. But when you watch it, there's no reason to think that these guys have any reason to feel guilty about what's happened. Someone's prancing about in the road. So the car comes down, it's clearly driving too fast, ends up going over the cliff, and they fall to their death, and that's it.
And they even try and save the guy. So there's no reason why someone would go out of their way to try and kill these people. This doesn't make any sense. Final rating. Rich, what are you going to give it for a final? I mean, I would say sum it up. If you watch the first and second one, you might, I guess, enjoy moments out of this. Maybe. I don't even think you would enjoy moments out of this. I'm going to disagree with you here because I thought it was so bad it was good.
Right, so you're going at it from a good bad film.
Yeah.
Even though that's not what the first and second one did, is that right?
Yeah.
Right.
They were more serious than this one, shall we say? But they was, yeah.
So don't you find it a little bit like people wouldn't enjoy it because you've got 1 and 2 being somewhat serious and this one being a parody of those?
I think if they turn their brains off and just watch it, they might be all right.
Right, so if you turn your brain off, Rich says you can have fun. I did not have fun. If I laughed at the stupidness of the entire film.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a good, bad film for me. Now, also, someone says in this film that you'd have they almost sort of say they'd have no enjoyment out of this film. It's almost like they give it a 0 out of 10, didn't they? They said that.
Yeah, they did.
And to be honest, that's going to be reflective of my rating. I'm going to give this, if I have to give it something, I'm going to give it 0.5 out of 5 stars. It was awful. What are you going to give it? How many stars out of 5?
I'll give it a 3 just because it was so bad it was good.
Right, it was so bad it was good from Rich. 0.5 from me. I recommend you completely avoid this film. It's that bad. This is easily the worst film of the year for me. Probably the worst film I've seen in a very long time. Guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the review and got something out of that. Maybe I've done something to say, look, just actively avoid this film. I want to thank you again for watching. Click the like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.